and blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues?
Let's go Blues!
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues!
Presented by Scott Credit Union. Yours.
BlueNote Fan Report. It is a game day live. And Guy is not happy. He is back on the IR. Yes, that's right. It's still on. I got a light blue one, sky blue, I guess they call it this time, instead of the dark blue. I'll show some of it. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but you know, I'm depressed today, man. And then I got to cover this bullshit that we call blues hockey. Right now, I do want to put something out, and I've been thinking about something a little bit, and I've been paying attention to something, and I don't know if everybody's here yet, and I don't know who's here yet, so I may have to cover this once or twice. But this specifically goes out to a couple of people, right? I have on occasion. I say this is by a show that's by a fan, for the fan, and about the fan. And I mean that. I truly, truly mean that. However, I have, and Matt Lowe, I'm glad you're here because this is aimed directly at you, my friend, and others. But when you guys have given your opinion, which I say is just as important as mine, I have said something that is incorrect. I have gone, you're wrong. And that's not right. That's not right for me to say you're wrong, because you're not wrong. It's your opinion. It's how you feel. It's how you think. So I am going to make sure that from now on, myself and any of my co-hosts, and I will remind co-hosts, I might forget, but if you catch it, say something, that we don't tell our guests they're wrong. We tell them that we disagree with them. That doesn't mean you're wrong. It means that your opinion and mine aren't the same. And I think that that's going to be a better way to handle discussions going forward. I want this show to grow. And the negativity that's surrounding the Blues right now has come into the show. It's come into me. I know it has. But that's okay. That's what we're seeing. However, where it doesn't have to come into is our inner reactions. And that is what I want to make sure that we do. That if Matt Lowe disagrees with me, then I tell him, I disagree with you. Then I don't go, well, Matt Lowe, you're wrong, and it's this. Matt Lowe, I disagree with you, and these are the reasons why I disagree with you. I think that's a better way. Matt Lowe, what do you think? You're one of the people that this is aimed directly at. How do you feel about that? All right, how do you feel about that, sir? Ryan Green. Okay. The first one to give the thumbs up today is none other than Mr. Justin Mullins. Thank you, Justin Mullins. Thank you, Mr. Justin Mullins. Thank you so much for that. We greatly, greatly appreciate you for being the first one. Brian, you have never been right, so I mean, you can feel that way. Oh, my goodness. Man, no one's watching the show today. I guess I wonder if it's a late game. Ryan Green, there he goes. He finally gets it in. He's late. He doesn't get the applause. He's late. Justin Mullins beat him to it. Yeah, I know the show's going to be hard to watch now. I know people aren't going to watch it as much as they did before because the games aren't worth watching. Now, I said that I thought the Blues were going to get 5 wins. This is it. I went to the forest, had a mushroom, and it was oh my goodness. Robert, Robert, again, this is something that I'm again. You're testing me right off the bat. They're not getting the first pick, my friend. It's not going to happen. There's no way that they're going to lose enough games to get that pick. The best that I see them doing is 7th. Now, everyone says, well, you don't know what can happen in the lottery. You don't know what can happen in the lottery. Go look at how many times the Blues have been in the lottery. I think they've been in the lottery 7 times. How many times has their name been called in those 7 times? 7 times. How many times has their name been called? I think that's very interesting. How many times their name's been called in the lottery? I mean, does anybody know how many times? And Robert, I'm very proud of you, my friend. I know that you've been getting help. I know that you and one other person have gotten help and dried up. Yeah, Robert, but they don't have the thing is, Robert, those 3 picks don't equal the number 1 overall pick, right? The way everybody has bought into Bedard, which I haven't, and I brought this up, that's not enough to get Bedard. And I don't see them getting the number 1 pick. I don't see it happening. I don't see, especially if Chicago gets it, they're not giving it up. They're in a full-on rebuild, and they have been for years now. They're not giving up the chance at what they consider a generational talent. It's just not happening, Robert. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But in my eyes and the way I see things, I don't see that happening. Right? I see him 2 first rounds. The problem is 2 of those first round picks are going to be close. Those 2 first round picks are going to be close. Right? On what podcast? No, I didn't know Army even went on podcast. I mean, they tell me I'm not even worthy of anything. So what did he go on? The only podcast I could see Army going on, no, I do not. I'm not. I think he's the next Eric Johnson, a guy with a lot of promise that goes nowhere. Serviceable, but that's it. I do not think that. The only podcast that I could really see him going on is a national level one, and that's the Cam and Strick. I could see him doing that. Right? That's what I could see. But if you got it, Matt Lowe, send me the link, my friend. Send me the link and I'll check it out. I know he did say, I don't know if I'm going to keep the picks or what we're going to do with the picks. And I seen that coming. I wish he would. He'd hate me. I'd never get him again because I would ask him straight up questions. Right? At what point, you realized you had a mutiny. Why did you decide not to change the coach? Why did you not, why? What was the thought process behind that? Was it monetarily? What was, that's the biggest question that needs to be answered. It really does. It really does. And sometimes the mutineers are right. I guess I'll have to try and find it, man. Do you know what podcast it was? I'm wondering if it was the. I wonder if you're talking about what he talked about with Andy Strickland. Is that the interview you're talking about? Right. Kaepernick could be an answer here. He really could. I don't know. You know, both Kaepernick and Varna could be answers. He wouldn't answer it honestly, but I wouldn't let him get away with a cardboard cutout answer either. You know, Robert, I agree with you on this one. I do see that. Basically, Army said Berube's comments about the guys were unfortunate, shouldn't bring up money, and Cairo and Thomas are the future, and the chief was just in the moment. That's backtracking. That's backtrack. Oh, I would love to. Oh, I want to hear. I want to find that podcast now. I want to find that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, I want to. Oh, see, that right there says a lot. You know what? I wonder if it's that. I wonder if it's the podcast that the NHL does, because I've seen them before. I've seen them on NHL.TV, NHL Network. I wonder if it's that. I disagree. I don't think that happened. And in fact, nowadays in today's culture, it happens. No big deal, right? That's not what tore the locker room up. It's not. I think the jealousy tore the locker room up. The more I'm telling you, I got that confirmed. I got that confirmed about the contracts. I actually got that confirmed by 3 different sources. Right? So, yeah. The contract thing really did tear that locker room apart. Where are we at? We got 8 people watching me today. 5 on YouTube. Bob McCowan podcast. Yeah, that's one of the guys that I'm thinking of. Okay, yeah. Hold up, Robert. See now, Robert, this is the fallacy that a lot of Blues fans fall into. We didn't let Petro go. Petro left on his own. Petro was offered money. He was offered basically what he wanted. And he got less money, but the full no movement clause with Vegas absolutely tells me he never wanted to stay here in the first place. Right? He never wanted to stay here in the first place. He strung the Blues along so he didn't get traded in the midseason. And you know what? I could see, you got to remember, he had very young kids. He had 3 2-year-olds. 3 2-year-olds when all that stuff went down. Right? And I think he had one on the way. So, if I want to make sure that I don't get traded, I'm going to make sure I negotiate and let them know that I want to stay so they don't trade me. I don't know if he had the no trade clause or not. He might not have. But I think that he played the Blues. I absolutely think. I think he played the Blues, and I think Perron played the Blues. I think both of them did. Right, Robert? I honestly believe that. And Petro was not the glue to this team, because you look at last season. Look at what we did without him. I really want to see Varna take this opportunity to run with it. The guy is unbelievable talent. Cappy too, for that matter. Matt Lowe, I'm with you. I could see that. What do you expect from Varna tonight? To be honest, I just want to see him maybe bring that level of lift. I don't think we would have. In fact, that's the last coach I think we need on this team. Ryan, I think that's the last coach that we need on this team. You can't go from disciplinarian, and then go to another disciplinarian when all the other ones have failed or have gotten to a point of failure. Right? I think we have top defensemen. I think there's ways to work around them. Right? Trying to get me pissed off, trying to get me on a roll, Tommy. I could see that. I just, well, Tortorella and Suter are the same damn coach. They really are the same coach. I agree with that statement. I do agree with that statement. Good defensemen that are playing bad, I agree with that. Right? Well, Tommy, to me, and that I agree with. This I agree with. I do think that Watt should be the next one. I'm watching the girl that sang the national anthem. At the last game, the last home game, they're doing a little segment on it. It's pretty cool. All right. Well, because teams believe the again, here's the one that I want to bring up, Ryan, and it's really going to take a special person to get hired in the NHL, and I don't see it happen. It's going to actually, what's going to take is an owner. It's going to take that out of the box thinking owner who looks for a GM that can think outside the box also. One that doesn't subscribe to the archaic thinking of the NHL. That's what you need. And that's not what we got. I agree. I don't see Krug going anywhere. Letty, maybe. You got to remember, these guys all have no trade clauses. They all have no trade clauses, Matlow. And they don't just, it's not like, excuse me, I know you have a no trade clause, but I want to trade you anyways. Is it okay that I trade you? And the guy goes, yeah, you can trade me. They don't do it like that. It doesn't happen like that. I'm telling you, teams, straight up, think about this. You go to a guy, you negotiate something. You go to this guy and say, hey, we're kind of thinking that we want to trade you. You know what? You wouldn't even get the bag that the pucks go in for me, so I wouldn't be worth it. That can backfire huge. If you go to a guy and say, hey, man, we kind of think that our direction's changing and we may want to trade you. Are you okay with that? And the guy goes, no, I'm not. And then he just decides to not play and collect a paycheck. We've seen that happen time and time again. Time and time again. You have seen that happen. And that's why I don't think it. Well, Tommy, I really want to. Do you think that the system that we have does not fit the players we have well? Oh, see, now Ryan's just trying to get me pissed off because he knows that's not true. Our system does not fit the players we have. And I'm sorry, it doesn't. Now, you Berube lovers, you guys that think Berube's the greatest coach in the world, that is your opinion. I disagree with it. But what I see on the ice is a failed system. I see a system that has won a cup once, maybe 2 times since the salary cap era, since 2005. It doesn't happen. I mean, we were a Cinderella team. Whether you want to admit it or not, we were a Cinderella team that got on a run. And that's all we were. It wasn't going to continue. Falk and Letty seemed to fit within our system. Parayko grew up in our system. No, Parayko did not grow up in our system. Our system changed when Berube came in. While his system is similar, it is different to both Hitchcock and Yo. Right? And you know what? Because here's the thing. This is the thing that I've been trying to talk about. This is the copycat league. When the Blues won the playoff, won the cup, how many teams went out and copycatted what the Blues did? I want to know that answer. How many teams went out and copycatted exactly what the Blues did? And the answer is, this is the number of teams that copied the Blues system after the Blues won the Stanley Cup. And go. No. Tampa did not. Tampa didn't even get close to following the Blues system. Nobody did. 0. Not one team looked at the Blues system and goes, we're going to play like that. Not one. Yet, everybody's looked at Pittsburgh. And everybody's looked at Pittsburgh. Everybody's looked at the Capitals. Everybody's looked at Tampa. They've all gone to that type of system. Speedier system, a move the puck system, a neutral zone, a neutral zone system. Right? No, Matt Lowe. No. I'm sorry. No, they didn't need Maroon to win that cup. They didn't need Maroon to win that cup. Either one of those cups. They've got a very talented, fast top 2 lines with an out of this world goalie. Right? This is a speed league now. I disagree with you, Matt Lowe. I absolutely disagree with you. You're kind of right there, Ryan. Hey, Gloria! I will say that is quite possible. I do see him being somebody who was a lot more important than it looks like. Right? Chance at Bedard. That's not going to happen. That will not happen. Ah, crap. My buddy Sam got hacked again. Where are we at? I don't know why they traded Chitrin. So the guy that shut the Blues out back in January is in Golden Knight. Blue starter Shin with Varna and Kapanen, Sandella and Falk, and Bennington. Bennington. Yes, I am, and I don't care. Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. I'm bad with players' names, and I don't care. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ha 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 ha. Kamilka. I can't say that name. Actually, I mean, I have a way to say it, and I just don't use it like I should. They don't make them linkable there. Hold on. Oh, he wasn't gonna. That, you know what, Matt Lowe? I don't believe that the Blues were ever in that sweepstakes. Robert, I agree with that. But Tarasenko was too. All the locker room voices are gone. But I don't see Maroon being as much of a voice as you think he was. Right? At least in my opinion. And again, I said in my opinion. They don't even. I just pulled up the. Oh, this is funny. I just pulled up the NHL media for the Coyotes, and they don't even have the goalie's name. They don't even have his pronunciation on there. Now that I'll agree with. That I can see. Yeah, I was going to see if I could hear his name, but nope. Not going to happen. Sorry. So I won't be able to say it right. Where are we at here? Yes, Robert, I do agree. I think that's, I don't know. I think he's going to get at least half a season. They're going to get half of his contract out before they eat the rest of it. I'm not sure who you're talking about there, Matt Lowe. Oh no, I don't know. I don't think that he ever would have been coming to St. Louis. I think that was false. I really do. I don't think that St. Louis was ever in on. Look what they got for him. Right? Actually, he went for more than that. He went for a first, a second, and a seventh, I think. Or it might have been more. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I've got it on ESPN Plus, Ryan. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. Just like you. For the Blues to lose. Blues lose. The Blues lose. Oh, when my kids were young. See, my kids were young enough. They love Blues Clues. They absolutely love that show. That and Maurice Sadaka's Little Bear. That was their favorite, two of their favorite kid shows. they can't. Haley. I got to find that, Ryan. I got to find that podcast you were talking about. I really got to find it because I really think that I mean, when I hear stuff like that, I hear it differently, and I think you guys realize that I hear things differently. Blues and the Coyotes. Oh, we're gonna win a world trip. No, we're not. I think we should have knocked. We should have been first or second in the division. So you throw us up there and drop whoever in there. I think Colorado would have fallen a lot, right? I think Nashville would have fallen, right? Really, I you know, Winnipeg, I think is a better team than they're getting credit for, and I do believe that they could sneak into a better position. I don't know. I haven't seen the standings lately. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't looked at them lately. I'm trying to pull them up now. So looking at us, the Central, you have Dallas, Minnesota, and Winnipeg. 81, 78, 75 points. Colorado's in the Colorado. Everyone's like Colorado. Man, Colorado could slip out of that number 2 spot. Right? They could easily slip out of that number 2 spot. I could see Nashville or Calgary bumping them or bumping Winnipeg, one of them. Right? I don't know, man. I could just see it. See what Keller's going to do tonight. What he does against his hometown team. Right? We are just in a bad place. At 59 points, 3 games below 500, we are 15 points, or no, is that right? 15 points out of the playoff spot. And it's not going to happen. You're not going to get that many points. You're not going to jump four teams. And even if you did, it's not going to do you any good. And then for you guys to go, oh, well, we can get the number 1 overall. Well, the Blackhawks have 49 points. That's 5. I mean, they're 22, 36, and 5. They're not going to win enough games to get up to where you are. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And then you have, you have 1, 2. Hold on, I think we're like 9th. You're not going to drop from 9th to 1st. All right, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you're in 9th, and you're hoping to drop from 9th to 1st, to go from 59 points to 46 points. I think, looking at this, there are teams that are close enough that could jump you. Philadelphia, Vancouver, and Montreal could dump you. So 8, 7, 6. I could see you possibly getting to 6. I don't see you getting to 5. I really don't. I really don't. Now, if you did get to 5, you could package those 3 and maybe move up to 3rd or 2nd, but nobody's giving up the number 1 overall pick. Neither Columbus or Chicago's giving up that pick. Neither one. The Avalanche were as high as second on the second, but they've slipped a bit. Yeah, and agreed. Could see it. But again, I don't think he. See, there's the thing. There's one of the biggest problems with players like that, going to teams like that. A lot of times, it doesn't help their development, it stumps it. If I was a top talent like that, the last thing I'd want to be is the number one overall pick. I'd want to be picked somewhere between 15 and 20 to get that team that's got really, really good talent that just could help me develop and get me to the next level. Right? Very few of those teams down there have the talent to get them to the next level. Chicago doesn't. The Blue Jackets might. Now, I'd be honest, the Blue Jackets might. With Johnny Hockey and Leone and some other things, they might be a goaltender and a superstar away, and a star away from going from last place to a playoff spot. Right? I could absolutely see that. Right? I could absolutely see that. People climbing Rattlesnake Hill. I don't know why people would do that, man. There's a guy doing it in blue jeans, a long sleeve shirt, and a jacket. I think one guy we were talking about, he's at today's game. One guy we had on the show last week is at today's game, I think. Blues and Coyotes coming up next. Well, he shows up. Hi, Danny. Who we got today? Maryland listener, Tammy Pemberton, Gloria Seaper, Ty Dieterman, Gabe Foss, Overture, Tammy Helms, Ryan Green, and Justin Mullins. Thank you for putting those thumbs in the air. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. I do it like this. I'd have a permanent hitchhiker thumb. I'm surprised we haven't had more of that, right? And you look at Shane Wright. Shane Wright kind of got into that. Look what happened with Shane Wright, you know? All this, Shane Wright, number one overall. Shane Wright, number one overall. Shane Wright, number one. And then he goes fourth. Then he goes to Seattle, and they're trying to bring him in, and he just couldn't perform, right? And now he's in juniors. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was upset, absolutely upset that he dropped that far. Had a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, this is how far they got to go from the locker room to the ice. Yeah, I don't think you could have let him fall farther than fourth, to be honest. Well, game is on. Oh, Blues took the first shot of the game. Wow. Now, this is the guy that shut us out back in January. Can we finally figure him out? Need Bennington to have a solid game for me tonight. Aloha Stadium is being torn down. We don't have an Aloha Stadium anymore. So I can't see them playing here. Where are we at? Bum 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 bum. Oh, nice shot there. Oh, that was a good steal. Nice play there. They're planning on rebuilding it, but they're going to actually tear it down before they have a plan in place. And they have to, because if they don't, they're going to lose the University of Hawaii is going to lose their Division I standing. And if they lose it, it takes a minimum of 5 years to get it back. Uh-oh. Nice save by Bennington. I'm thinking they got to be pretty damn good. Ah. I don't even think that they have this stadium planned yet. I know they're ready to tear it down, but I don't think that they've agreed on the plan for the new one yet. Maybe they have. I haven't paid enough attention to it. Oh, hey, Ryan Green, kiss my ass. Yep, Shinner had a couple of good chances. I know you do, girl. Oh! Bushevich with the breakaway! Wow! That right there, those passes like that is what we haven't had most of the season. That's what's beat us more than anything else. And when we have had them, we haven't had guys to put it away. Aaron! Aaron Coulter, king of the blues frontier. Aaron, you put that thumb in the air. Yes, you did. So did Marilyn. So did Timmy. And so did Gloria and Tad. Gabe, Sammy, and Ryan Green. Jason Nichols, he just did it too. Da 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 da. Trying, what's going on with my fantasy team? Fantasy team. I made the playoffs, man. If you didn't hear that, and I'm getting beat this week so far, bad. 11-5 to 11. But let's see. Am I picking up? Nope, not yet. I'm behind pretty bad. But Elliot, the three areas I have, or the areas I'm winning in, are save percentage, goals against, average, goals against. Oh, Varna just had the puck slip off his stick. Oh, man. I don't see it. Bob Morton's back. Yes, I thought I lost him. Bob, you missed me saying this earlier. You and me had a conversation. I'm not going to talk about the conversation, but you sent me some stuff, and I really thought about it. I will make sure that myself or my co-host no longer tell people in the group that they're wrong. We will say that we disagree with you, but we're not going to tell you you're wrong. That's not right. That's not what this show's about. And we're going to try and change that up to where debate is good, but not the negativity. So I wanted you to know that. And you can ask Matt Lowe, Bob. I talked about it. I talked about it at the beginning of the show. I'm so glad you're here, Bob. I really am. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh, nice. They're playing with some energy today. I will say that. I see some energy out there. That's fine. They can. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm gonna say I disagree with you. I'm going to make the show. I think it's a right move. I think it's the right move, and we'll leave it at that. Oh my goodness. Um, Somebody who doesn't comment on the show sent me something, and it's um said just like my video, we just disagree. I guess I didn't know he's seen my TikTok stuff. I appreciate that. Wow. Um Guys, sometimes I mean you guys do a great job of making me feel loved and appreciated. You really do. Right? All of you do. I don't see Benny being the captain. No, I do, but I don't. It just doesn't work that way. Making sure that I don't tell people they're wrong with their opinions. That I disagree with them, but they're not wrong. Right? I'm not always right, and I need to make sure I understand that. And that other co-hosts on this show also understand that. Uh-oh. Power play! Okay, I guess I had some issues there. Ooh. Hold on. There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Having internet problems here. I didn't realize that we froze. I was actually trying to find the power play song, and that didn't go very well. Not in the least bit. So dealing with the I'll have to record that later. Houston isn't getting a team. I don't think Atlanta's getting a team. I don't see it. First of all, the commissioner said we're not in expansion mode. Well, with 7:21 to go in the first. Blues are out shooting them 7-6, and now they're tied. So much for my shutout. Come on, Bennington. Didn't need that. Oh, Bennington didn't stand a chance there. Wow. I could see that, Ryan. Yes, Matt Lowe. Varna is getting chances, and I like seeing that. Yeah, my issue uh with Armstrong saying, "Oh, well, it's going to take a couple of years for us to it shouldn't. You've got the guys, you've got bodies, man. It should not take that long." No, we did not. I don't know if it was a complete defensive collapse, but that's nothing new for us. Yeah, they are. I think they're 3 games over 500 at home. One, two. Okay. Oh, it's silly. Okay. Just checking some things out. Yeah, I could see that. You know, City SC just needs to play their game, and what happens, happens, you know? You're an expansion team. No one expects you to do anything. So go out there and do the best you can. Right? That's the way I kind of look at it. Well, pinching is what gives up goals. You over pinch and you're not there on defense. I agree, Danny. Especially the huge come from behind one. That would be because of goal differential, I take it. Nice shot by Tucker. I would have liked to see him do something else with that, but good shot. Fair enough, Matt. Oh, I don't like these TV Dad commercials. Ah, I hate this thing. Well, I did say this. They said I got to wear it for 6 more weeks, but I said, you know what? At the 3-week mark, I want it changed. Right? So I'm going to have, they're going to take it off, let me clean my hand, you know, get some of the dead skin out of there, you know, rub it down with alcohol. I also had an abrasion on my hand. Oh, you know what? That's something I can do now. Trying to talk about this. I can kind of talk about my hand now that somebody else brought it up. Well, somebody brought it up in a message too. So, hold on. Logan Brown. Wow. I'm looking for something. Da 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 da. I'm having fun. You guys having fun today? I mean, you got to do the best you can, right? Where are we at here? So, hold on. Well, if that's the case, Ryan, I guess I don't want to read them anymore. Blues on the power play. Okay. So this here is an X-ray of my wrist that they took 4 weeks ago when they put the last cast on. Right? And as you can see, the area of concern is right here where I'm circling. That is, they took some of my bone and put bone in there, and they're waiting for my bone. My bone has to grow in and fill that in. This is now. You can see that a lot of that bone is filled in, but it's not completely filled in. So in order for me to be able to use my hand again, they need all of that bone filled in. So that's why we're waiting another 6 weeks to allow that bone to get filled in and more density, more bone density. So I guess I got to start drinking more milk. I haven't drinking enough milk. Got to get some more calcium in that to help that out. So that is what's going on with my hand. You know, Jason, I wish I would like to see that, but I think that the management is already sold on that's not going to happen. I'm not a peanut butter guy. I am not a peanut butter guy. I'll probably take some calcium. Go buy me some calcium. What do you call it? MS. You know, the stuff for the bones and the joints. But I'm not a peanut butter guy at all. Playoffs aren't easy to make. If they were easy to make it, we would have been in a lot better place this year, my friend. We would have been in a lot better place this year. What we got? Minute to go. I think you just like crunchy there, Danny. I've never been a peanut butter guy. Like peanut butter and jelly's not my favorite. I don't like it. Guys in the Navy, oh my goodness, they ate that stuff up. Peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter on crackers. I mean, they ate that stuff up, and not me. You know what I remember for you guys in St. Louis? Remember the ice cream trucks in St. Louis? I eat a lot of broccoli, actually. I actually eat a lot of broccoli. I'll eat more of it. Oh no, 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 no. That's no, 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 no. Um, do you remember when the ice cream truck used to come? There was one thing. There were two things that everybody wanted. Two things. Right? I wonder if you guys can guess what the two major things were on the ice cream truck. I know the one I always wanted. Right? What were the two big things? And I forget the name of the ice cream truck. Right? I don't remember which ice cream truck it was that came. Was it maybe the Good Humor one? But I just loved it. There's one of them. That's one of them. It was either the baseball glove with the bubble gum or the clown with the bubble gum. Bound Pop was popular, but it wasn't the one everyone wanted. The Bound Pop's the one that got bought because it was cheaper. All right? It wasn't the Bomb Pop that you got one. The baseball glove or the clown with that. It might have been Blue Bunny. I don't remember. But there was one more. It was the most expensive item there, and it was the one that everyone went to. Right? It was the most expensive item on there, and I remember what it cost. I always remember it was $1. It was $1. That's how old I am. It was $1. Nope. Nope, not that one. I know it's still an item, too. Nope, not the drumstick. Drumstick was 50 cents. Bomb Pop was $0.25. Nope, not the Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird had the gumball in it, though. I do remember that. God, I can't believe nobody's got this yet. Come on. Yeah, they didn't have chocolate eclairs on the ice cream truck, at least not that I remember. Come on. Oh, man, this was my favorite thing, and it still is. Nope, not the Push Pop. They were 50 cents. Right? Wow, no one's got this. Now, that's a new item. That's a new item. No, not Captain Crunch. That's a newer item. Choco Taco's a new item. Wow, no one's getting this. I'm like amazed. Come on, guys. Well, we'll get into the stats here in a second. This is a good conversation here. Not the ice cream sandwich. The ice cream sandwich was 75 cents, if I remember right. Good guy. That's it. Good guy. Yeah. Yep. You can actually still get the Choco Tacos, but you got to get them at the store. They're Klondike. Klondike makes them. Right? Good guy was the ice cream guy. You know, he had the truck or the little van, and on the side of it was the sticker with all the ice creams. It was the malt. The malt, guys. It was $1 or $1.50. It was the most expensive item. It was down in the right-hand corner, the bottom right-hand corner. And it was always the thing that I wanted. I didn't have the $1.50 for it, but it's what I wanted. Man, if I could find the $1.50, if I could find the $1.50 to go get the malt, oh, I went for the malt. I went for the malt. Which dude? Right? Oh, I love Ted Drewes. Oh, I love Ted Drews. Da, 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 da. You can ask our boy Bob Morton that. Where we at, guys? Where we at? Okay, let's go over the stats here real quick. Blues outshot the I almost said that wrong. Blues outshot the Coyotes 12-10. Blues had 22 attempts, and the Coyotes had 18. Blues had 13 hits to the Coyotes 9. Blues gave it away 5 times, so did the Coyotes. Blues took it away once. Coyotes were able to take it away 3 times. Both teams had 5 blocks, and the Coyotes are leading the faceoff battle 12-5 for 71% to 29%. What happened in that period? Well, at the 2-minute and 12-second mark, Pavel Vucinovic on a beautiful pass from Justin Falk gets open, gets clear, and buries it. Buries it for a beautiful goal to make it 1-0. Right? Then the Blues get their first power play at 6:12 in as Mackey gets an interference call, but they don't do anything with it. At the 12:53 mark, Fisher. Mackey makes up for his penalty by firing the puck at the board. It bounces off the board, and Fisher's there to clean it up and puts it in. Right? Mackey then gets another penalty after his assist at 16:21 for cross-checking. Both goalies have given up 1 goal. Bennington is 9 for 10, and whatever his name is 11 for 12. Danny Johnson says he lives near Ted Drew. Well, I'm hoping to get back there, buddy. Well, we'll meet up then. Banana splits used to be $4.75. I'll tell you what, I went to Baskin Robbins here lately and got a banana split. We don't have any Dairy Queens here anymore. And that's actually something that I haven't had when I've been back is a banana split from Dairy Queen. But I have gotten one from Baskin Robbins. Right? So, Danny, I want barbecue leg thighs, breast, ribs, pork steaks, dog stick burgers when we're doing that. Well, you know what? Next time I come home, right, and maybe, you know, if I get lucky, I'm home this summer, we'll hold a Hawaii Blues Fan Clan barbecue somewhere. All right, I think that'd be fun. Right, and maybe we'll find a park or something, and we'll do that. We'll hold a barbecue or something. Right? No, I have not. Right? No, I have not. Somebody get some pork steak or some pork shoulder and really soak it in barbecue sauce overnight so you can kind of sit it on the grill and let it cook really slow. Right? Your barbecue photo. If I could be home for July 4th, I would. I would absolutely be home for July 4th. Andy's Frozen Custard. Never been there. Never been there. I haven't been to Crown Candy either, and that's one I'd like to go to. There was one in St. Louis where they have, I think it was Crown Candy, where if you could drink 5 milkshakes, 5, pints of milk, like 5 gallons of milkshake or something. Yeah, he did, the man versus food, right? Matlow, actually, my cousin is that now. Right? Let me show my cousins. You guys might be interested in my cousin's group. Let me see if I can find this group. Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, I can't find. I'm trying to find his page or his group. I think it's a group. I think he posted something earlier. I might be able to find. I'm looking, guys. Give me a chance. my cousin is on my natural father's side, and I kinda can't remember his name. I remember it, but I don't remember it. I mean, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that it's oh man, I can't find it. I know it's I seen him post something the other day. Ah, here it is. Found it. Here we go. Now I can show it. Hey, me, I found it. Let's see. Nope, wrong thing. Wrong. So where are we at? This is my cousin's group called Hogs in the Hood Barbecue. If you're into barbecue, check it out. I know I think he's a master. Lee Williams is his name, and I couldn't remember. There's some of his stuff. So, all right. So if I do a Hawaii Blues Fan Clan barbecue, if I get home, I'll ask him to come help us out. You know, what do you say to that? All right. I think this is some good stuff. Right? Oh wow, that looks good. Yeah, it looks good, man. So if you're into barbecue, check out his group. Right? Hogs in the Hood Barbecue. I don't think I can share the group. Private groups. I don't think I can share it. Yeah. Anyone can find the group. So if you go and request, you can always say that that you know me or whatever. So there you go. There's that. Where are we at here in comments now? What type of barbecue do you like? Spicy, sweet barbecue? I'm more I'm the sweet honey type. Believe it or not. Marianne says Super Smokers is the best barbecue in Afton and Eureka. Delivers where you want to eat. Darkness! Blues look sharp so far. Arizona goal was a bad bounce. Yeah, I agree with that. 28 bandanas anymore. Something in her sauce made me sick all night. Yeah, that happens. Love the name, but I don't know what you're talking about there. Matt Lowe, there you go, Matt Lowe. Hogs in the hood. There you go. I honestly don't know what I showed you, if that was sweet or spicy. I really don't know. I'm like somewhere in between. Well, darkness, because the Blues suck. Because the Blues suck, and we were talking about possibly having if I can get home, having a Blues fan clan barbecue. Right? That's why we were talking about it. Oh, where are we at, guys? Darkness, because we talk about everything on this show. I don't think he's that much in the hood. I think well, I know where he used to live. He may have moved. I know he used to live out there in St. John's. I may have to ask him. What is PTS? I don't know what PTS is, Matt Lowe. Oh, Jason, quit being a jackass. Oh, man. You know what, guys? Give me while we're at a commercial break, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. I love you all. John Hefner, Tad Dieterman. You put those thumbs in the air. I actually think someone took their name off. Wow, somebody took their name off. For one of the ways that I cook pork steak now is I will soak it in sauce, and then I will put it in the slow cooker, and I'll put like aluminum. I'll put a aluminum aluminum container in there, set it on top, and then put the liquid underneath it. So as the liquid boils up, that's given me some really, really tender, I mean super tender pork steak. So I'm going to be right back, guys. Give me a moment. Stand by to stand by. Okay, I'm kind of sort of back. Well, yeah, you traded away one of the best. Talking about the face-off dot, how the Blues are gotten worse than that. Well, yeah, you traded off one of the best face-off centers in the league. Oh, yeah, let's do that and see. And then so, oh well, we'll get better at the face-offs. Sorry, guys, I got to eat something, man. I'm not feeling good today. The neck off. That's how you say it. Third breakaway and only one goal. It's what it is. For me, it's Cole. I don't know how to cook on that. Roar Bacon went the way of Gloria. Good move by Shin. Good play by Shin. I don't believe that. This is the tank for Bedard. And again, man, I'm still not sold on Bedard. It went the way of Gloria. Kind of mentioned that earlier. I'm not sure what we're laughing about. Oh, okay. Now I know. I have no clue, Danny. Be right back. There we go. They don't know how to do that. Yes, you can, Bob. I know that for a fact. Hey, in the NASCAR Fantasy League, I'm actually doing pretty good, and I had a missed week. I had first and second pick this week. But I think everybody did because I ended up in fourth. I slipped a little bit, but hey, I'm enjoying it. They're right in front of everybody. I can see that. Wow. Choking me to death. Yeah, I missed that. I like IndyCar. I really do. I took too deep of a drink and maybe piece of ice down the throat. Wow. Couldn't breathe. Oh. Yes, I do, and I would love to be there for both of them, but I won't. Probably won't. What is? Um, I could kind of sort of see that, to be honest. And Pareko's out of position. Ah, Eight only having one hand. Wow. Ah, it shouldn't have been an icing. Oh, Blaze hits the goalpost. I'm more of an oval guy than I am the road courses. But I do like Indy. I just for me some of the road courses just no passing. Right? The course isn't set up for that. And then oh no, I thought it was in. No, wow. 2-0 and no one scores. He should have sent it back. Yeah, it was a hell of a save. That's where you tic-tac-toe it and send it back. At the second intermission, I may have to go move my car. Or I might do it when the third starts. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Jersey Mike subs suck. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Miss Green. I appreciate that, my first grade kindergarten teacher. Thank you. I got something you can Vilmelka on. Absolutely should have gone back. He goes back, that's a goal. That's the one time that you should have passed instead of shoot. Absolutely should have tic-tac-toed that. Ha ha ha. Well, we are not losing today so far. Not winning either. Detroit was a killer for him. Funny, funny, funny. They're so funny, honey. Ah. Ball to the box. Oh yeah. Well, we don't know what it was. He went into the league's player assistance program, and some people have said that it was. And I'm guessing after his shoulder, it was painkillers, right? And that's possible. But he got his help, and he's back. I'm lost, Robert. Use a shorty here. Um, I've actually the word I got was it was painkillers. For a lot of these guys, it is the painkillers. It is that. They have that play now mentality. Okay, I get it now. Falk just missed a beautiful chance there. Wow, that was way late. That puck slowed down. Well, back to the penalty kill. They have a penalty kill song too. Well, we got screwed again, it seems like. We don't have 6. Um, oh, wow. What a save. What a save. Actually, they've scored 7. I was wrong. 7. We have 7 shorthanded goals, which is 10th in the NHL. And there went that. Great play. Nothing Benny could have done about that one. And our second period woes continue. We are minus 14 right now, minus 15 in the second. Actually, that's wrong. 15. We're minus 15 now, minus 16 in the second. Minus 16 in the second. Oh no, actually, that's the third. In the second, we're even worse. No, we're minus 13, minus 14 in the second. We're worse in the third. Wow. The only period that we've outscored our opponents is the overtime. 5-4. Six odd man breaks and 4 breakaways. Wow, that should have been in the back of the net. We got lucky there. That's not the only thing they needed to spend it practicing. Coyotes got pep in their step now. Bad. Yeah, I'd say. Something on my lip. Sorry. Well, thank you. Oh, they're putting Hayton in the box. There we go. Looks like we're getting a power play. Oh, McBain. Man, good thing I probably should have started him today. I had other guys. I had McBain on my fantasy team, but he's still minors eligible, but that won't last. I think he's not playing anymore, but he got. But that turned out to not be what everyone made it out to be. I went and read on that later. No, he's not in jail. He is not in jail. Right? He's not in jail. It was not what the way it got reported it was a lot more than what it was. Right? I had done some research on that, and it turned out that it was nowhere near what it got reported as. I actually think the charges got dropped. Well, it was originally, it kind of came out that way, but that's not what, and again, this is what happens, you know. Um, Somebody allegedly does something. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. That's going to be on Arizona. I thought they had a one on none. 5-on-3 for a minute and 16. You have to score here. Blues took their timeout. Oh, somebody called the timeout. Ott's running the power play. Let's see if they can make it happen. Let's see what happens. 5-on-3 for next minute and 16, 47 seconds of this period. Good keep in by Krug. Oh, what a save. I'll agree with you. I like that line. You'll be back. Oh, but maybe should have shot that instead of passing it. Yeah, but I only have like 17 seconds or something, 30 seconds. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, we're kind of getting goalied. Schmaltz the Blues Killer, 20th of the season. Ugh. Well, let's see if anybody. Let's see how many people show up here. Oh my goodness, those TV dad ones are bad. uh, oh, Luke Corey can negative. That's about as predictable as a power play can be. Yeah, and they let him. Oh wow, I didn't even realize. Hey, Lance, how you doing, bud?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. Game is what it is, my friend. We've been talking about everything else but. Hey, just so you know, one thing that we're going to start doing on the show now, if we don't agree with someone, we're just going to say we don't disagree with them. We're not going to say they're wrong. We're not going to say we're right. We're not going to say they're right. We're not going to say we're just going to tell them we disagree with them. I think that's a smarter way to do it, and it doesn't hurt. It makes things less confrontational, and I think that's. I've been thinking about it for a while, so it's not something new that just came up. It's something I've been thinking about, and what do you think? You cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I just think it's a better way to get good discussion, right? Right now with the way the Blues are, everything's negative, and the show's gotten negative, and it's I get that, but we can take some of that out, and we can take it out if we go ahead and say, hey, okay, great opinion, I disagree with it, and here's why I disagree with it. Da 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 da. Blues destroy a perfect 5-on-3 for a minute and. Well, they've had it for 47 seconds of a minute and 17. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're just there's nobody down low. There's no one getting in, getting that puck to where you can get a good safe lane. It's, I mean, Darkness says we're getting goalied, but I don't think it's so much we're getting goalied as we're goalying ourselves.
Yeah, and they're very predictable on the power play. It's passed from Thomas to Krug to Kyrou to Krug to Thomas to Krug. Kyrou shoots. That happened 2 or 3 times in that power play. And yeah, I want Kyrou shooting, but you know what? Arizona knows you guys want Kyrou shooting, so you got to do something else.
Yeah. I don't know. The team's given up, right? I mean, that's the tough thing. Oh, have you seen my Facebook today at all?
Yeah, about your wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At least it's not 12 weeks.
Oh, well, if it had been 12 weeks, I think I would have chewed it off. I think I'd have chewed it off. Originally, I'm thinking maybe another 3 weeks, right? Another, 2 weeks or that. Nah, he said when he said 6 weeks, I almost lost. I was like, you know what? That's fine, but it's after 3 weeks, I want you to come take it off and put it back on. He says, yeah, we can do that, right? I had it on for 4 weeks, and it was to the point where I could have gnawed my arm off, right?
Yeah, Darkness. I understand your opinion there.
Yeah,
I'm going to disagree with it, and
I am too.
Thomas is paid to be an assist guy. Could he
Yeah.
score 35 goals in a season? Yeah, but the Blues want him to set other people up.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Wayne Gretzky didn't pass as much? He probably could have had 300 or 400 more goals.
Oh yeah.
I would like to see Thomas shoot a little bit more, but his main job is to feed the guys the puck.
Right. I don't agree with Darkness's take either. I think when it comes down to it, this is Thomas straight up. So I haven't heard the interview, but apparently Armstrong was on a podcast today or yesterday, and he had talked about Berube and the comments Berube made and how they were unfortunate and shouldn't have brought up money and how Kyrou and Thomas are the future of the team. I get that, but you can't backtrack like that, man. You when Berube made those, to me, those comments, and I'm going to get shot here. Those were fireable comments. Those were fireable comments. Armstrong said, "Oh, he was just in the moment." I didn't feel like that. Yeah. I don't have any special shot, nothing sneaky. It's just straight up shot. Yeah, because they got rid of all the guys that could shoot. Right? You got rid. We didn't get rid of Perron. Perron left. You got rid of Tarasenko. The guys that could put the puck in the back of the net are gone. Right? And you're not playing. I do now believe that Montgomery was the special sauce that ran this team last year.
Well, here's the problem. Kyrou is their only true goal scorer. Their only true, and now Thomas can score goals, but when you look at it, who's the guy you want with the puck, and you start naming people, it's a far drop off from Kyrou to Buchnevich or Saad. There's a huge drop off there in shot wise between those guys.
Saad has had a absolute nothing year.
He's been terrible in my mind.
And you know what? Wendy said that he would. Wendy absolutely said he would. I want to knock him upside the head for that one. We have another pure goal shooter. We have two, but they just haven't found their shot yet. Actually, I think we have three. But I think Brown could go in that as a goal scorer. I think Alexandrov is a goal scorer, and I think Torpachenko is a goal scorer. However, none of those three have. You know what, Bob? I absolutely agree with you on this. I absolutely agree with you on this. I think you're 100% correct on this one. When it comes down to it, Armstrong has done that. He has absolutely tied his job to Berube. I 100% agree with that. I bet Bob, I just gave Morton a heart attack. I can see that. So Bob Morton says, I think what Armstrong has proved with the coach versus player thing is that he has tied his job to Berube, in my opinion. I absolutely agree with that. I think that is absolute dead on certain. I gave him a boner. Army went from GM to Berube bitch boy. I don't know why. I don't. Well, here's the thing, and I put this out on Twitter, and I got tore up for this. In November, he said at Thanksgiving is when they made the decision to sell. Right? If things don't change, we need to sell. Well, you knew then that there was a coaching issue. There was a coach versus player issue. If that was your decision, then you have to make the other decision. Sometimes the most prideful thing to do is to swallow your pride. Right? And I think, and not only that, I think that they could have honestly fired him for cause. Right? I really do. I think that they could have fired him for cause and got away with it.
My thoughts on the GM coach relationship is this. The GM is fully in charge. He listens to what the coach says. He tells the coach sometimes what to do, what not to do. You want to get along with your head coach, in my mind. You don't want to be good friends. Like, Doug Armstrong cried when he fired Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And I'd be willing to bet you if Craig Berube, and I love the fact the guy's got feelings, but when you're too close to a coach, if that happens, way too close.
Yeah. Oh, they're putting the Blues up for the draft lottery, having a 5% chance of getting the number one pick. I just don't. I mean, I see him moving up the draft. I really do. But I don't see him getting. I don't see him getting it. No. Oh, wow. Lance, Bob agrees with you. What's going on the show today? Everybody's
if you look at some of the most successful coaches and GM relationships, Scotty Bowman with his GMs, he got along with them and he respected them, but he also let them do their job. And, even the great Scotty Bowman got fired by a general manager. That general manager, I don't think, cried. And Scotty Bowman's the greatest coach in the world. And, it's business. Yeah. Can you have a working relationship and a relationship outside of it? Yes. But in my mind, you can't be having a coach, you just can't be best friends.
Yeah. No, I'm with it. I think that I think money has more to do with why Berube's still a coach of this team than anything else. Right? And I think that there was a huge mistake made. You could have easily flip-flopped Montgomery and Berube last season. You could have, I would have, so you had both of them at the edge of end of their contracts, right? I think Montgomery was on a 2-year deal and Berube was ending his 3-year deal.
Yeah, and my whole idea.
I would have, instead of letting Montgomery go talk to Boston, I would have talked to him first.
Yeah. What I also would have done, everybody says, well, Chief, as he likes to be called, him and his big head. You should have said after those 2 seasons of partial COVID and the COVID issues and all that, said, Craig, it hasn't been a good couple seasons since the Cup. We'll give you 1 more year. And if things go well during that year, we'll re-up you for 2 more years or something like that. They did not have to do what they did and give him those years. Yeah,
the 3-year deal. But the thing with the 1-year deal, the problem is that it makes you a lame duck coach.
Well, tough crap. You got to prove it.
Yeah. I don't want to look. I thought Berube. My issue is with this. My issue with Berube is straight up, right? My issue with Berube is this. I think he fooled everybody. Right? Because he goes last year, he puts in this speedy offensive system. He shows everybody that he can coach it. Right? I think he told Armstrong, yeah, I can, that's what we're going to, that's what Armstrong thinks the style we're going to go to. And the second Montgomery leaves, oh, nope, that's not what I want. But that's what Armstrong sees, and that's what Armstrong buys into. And now Armstrong's stuck with players that don't fit a system of the coach. And that's huge. I mean, huge in my eyes. We're being, the Blues are winning the face-off, or pardon me, they're winning the shooting battle 23-18. They have, and I'm probably going to screw this up, 40 attempts to 33, I think it is. Yeah, 33. Oh, I got it right. Chances are 12-10. Power play, they're 1 for 2. We're 0 for 2 with one more coming. Hits 19-17. Blocks 9-8, both favoring the Blues. Face-offs, they are winning 17-25, or pardon me, 25-17 for 60% to 40%. I like Saad, but everyone sucks this season. Saad's just not having a good year. Right? But a lot of guys aren't. And you know, I get it. For me, if it's 1 or 2 players not having a good year, you expect that. You expect somebody to regress. But when almost the entire team regresses, I mean, there's something else going on, right? I mean, that's the way I see it.
Well, the point you're making is the exact one I've made the last 2 times I've been on. If you want to see who the problem is, get a team that has a lot of injuries, or get a team that makes a major trade and brings new guys in, and see if the team is still playing like they did under that coach with new players. If new guys come in and the team still stinks and the team is still making those same mistakes, it's not the players.
All right, so here it is. Theory. Could Army have been getting tired of Tank yelling and not respecting Berube? That he sided with Berube because he's more annoyed with Tank. Just a crazy thought I had, and maybe not. Who knows? You know, and I'm not going to dismiss that.
Yeah, don't know.
I'm not, because it's possible. Now, I didn't see Tank standing up for other players as disrespecting Berube. I know that some people could see that, and I know as a military person, I should see that, right? But I've had bad leaders. I've had bad chiefs, and I had a chief that I just one day I went off on him. I absolutely went off on him, and I didn't care. I was to the point where you're not helping me. In fact, you're hurting me consistently. And you're not helping my guys because you're hurting me consistently. And I went off on him. Right? Now, it didn't do me any good, but I went off on him. And that's something that's got to be taken into account. Sometimes you're going to have this, conflict that needs to be handled right. And I think that I'm not sure how you should have handled this. What alumni did he piss? I don't know that Tank, quote unquote, pissed off the alumni. And I know what you're talking about. I know you're talking about Jamie Rivers, right? And I've heard Jamie Rivers before. I shouldn't say that. I know what Jamie Rivers thinks of Tank. I know what he thinks of Tank. He has told me that. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say any more than what a private conversation was. I'm not sold on what they saw, right? Because I brought up to him, well, Cole did the same thing, and he basically said, well, Tarasenko's no hole, and I disagree with that in some ways.
Well, here's one thing to remember, I don't think Ken Hitchcock is the greatest coach that people make him out to be, but he was a very, very good NHL coach. Top 20, 25 of all time, not top 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Ken Hitchcock, that time after Tarasenko got onto him, remember a couple of years ago, like a year or 2 before he left, Tarasenko smashed his stick and yelled at Hitchcock?
Yeah, for the power
Behind
play, right?
closed doors, Hitchcock told people, good, I want to see that fire out of him. I have no problem with what he did.
Yeah, right. And no, Bob, I think you're right. I absolutely think you're right. I really do. But I think I don't think it's Tank in particular. I think it's that entire mutiny. All right. Well, the third period's starting here.
Yep.
Blues got 20 seconds left of a 5-on-3.
I'm going to let you go until the.
Yep. No problem. I'm going to have to bounce out because I got to go move my car here in a bit.
All right.
But I'll be back for the post game. I should be at least.
All right.
Okay, bud. don't think you're grasping. I think you're hitting on something, Bob. I think you're hitting on something. I think it has to do with his pride. I think it has to do with that mutiny. I think that he didn't feel that the players should. He has said it before that players shouldn't have all that power. Wow, good. They're going to blow, man. They're going to blow this power play. Blew the 5-on-3. Yep. 0 for 3 on the power play. Or 0 for 4, actually. 0 for 3, 0 for 4. 0 for 4. Oh for 4. I don't think you're grasping. I really don't. I think that you're absolutely hitting on something. Couldn't score in a whorehouse with a fistful in a $2 whorehouse with a fistful of $100 bills. I'm going to go a little bit more, and then I'm going to have to go move my car. So there's about 10 to 15 minutes I'll be gone. But you guys can stick around, keep the show going. I said they couldn't score in a $2 whorehouse with a fistful of $100 bills. Didn't need that. Wow, this should have been one of the 5 wins. Oh wow, the guy's standing there right there and just Letty just let him stand there. Letty just let him stand there and gave him absolute access to Bennington. Absolute access. Well, guys, I got to go move my car. I'll be back. watching, so kind of bouncing it out. But okay, 5-2 to the Yotes. That's just sick. How bad this freaking. They couldn't wait to put that graphic up. Wow. This is bad, man. This team is just bad. I am getting absolutely destroyed in my fantasy. Oh man, my first week in the playoffs, I make the playoffs and I'm getting destroyed 13-3 with 11 ties. Right? Eidinger had a shitty game, but made 32 saves. So he had a 5. I mean, Bennington and him are probably going to have the same goals against average unless Bennington allows. Well, they're going to pull. Well, no, they pull Bennington. Now they won't pull him. Not 5-3. So it just, ouch! I'm getting destroyed. I'm down 4 goals to 1, 11 assists to 1, 15 points to 2, plus 11 to plus 2. Well, I'm winning penalty minutes 2-4. That won't last long. I'm down in shots and goal. I'm down in power play points. I'm down in shorthanded points. I'm winning hits. I'm winning giveaways. That's it. I'm winning hits and giveaways. And penalty minutes. Those are the 3 I'm winning. It's just bad. Bad, I say bad. St. Louis on a power play and it doesn't even look like it. I mean, it just... No one cares on this team. No one absolutely gives a flying F. Not one player. And that is just absolute horseshit. Well, you hitched your wagon, and now you gotta hope that it finds the right trail, right? And pass. Excuse me, I'm on for a few more minutes. I don't know if Lance might pop on, but I don't think I'll do much of a post game after this debacle. Look at all the odd man breaks they've had, and nobody scored. One goal on an odd man. You have that many odd mans, you got to score. Well, so much for that. Wow, I quit. That's on Bennington record. I am getting destroyed. Destroyed. Wow. What's next Wednesday? But they said they're not, so they should get somebody, Dr. Detroit, because this is disgusting. Oh, wow. Yeah. I hope you guys boo them. I really do. I hope you guys boo the shit out of them. Or turn your back on them. Don't even watch it. Just turn your back. That's what you guys should do. Krishaki, that's what you should do. You guys should all stand there and just turn your backs. Let them see that. Let them see you guys turn your backs. That would be a statement. That would be an absolute statement. The Blues organization may not like it, but oh my goodness, what a statement it would be. What a statement that would be. Because this is trash. This is pure trash. Pure trash. I can't even watch much more of this, guys. Thursday against San Jose, and we will probably lose that one. I get it, but see, that shouldn't matter. That absolutely shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't. I know it does, but it shouldn't. What a disgusting loss. What an absolute disgusting loss. Completely, absolutely disgusting loss. Right? You know, I'm not doing a post game. It ain't worth it, man. This was just absolute shit. Absolute junk. And you know what? We can do a show later this week. We got the game Thursday against the Sharks, but right now this is junk. I'm not going anymore. I'm done.